Chapter 879. Trump suddenly became very emotional as they spoke about this matter. He stared right into Nataria's eyes before he said emotionally, "Nataria, I'm not joking with you. Every word that I'm saying comes from the bottom of my heart. For the past 20 over years after you left me, I have never been happy at all. Not even for a single day. We're both already so old, so why can't we put aside all of these scruples and focus on pursuing our love instead?" Nataria sighed faintly before she said, "Trump, I've also thought about everything that you've just said. To be honest, I have such illusions and thoughts in my heart too. However, our current situation really isn't the same as it used to be. The thing I hate the most in my life is a third party. Therefore, I do not wish to become a third party in anyone's relationship. That's all the more reason why we shouldn't be so anxious and act so hastily in this matter. You should give me some time and I'll also give you some time to think about us." Trump hurriedly asked, "Will you be willing to get together with me after I divorce Elaine then?" Nataria stared at Trump with her big and beautiful bright eyes which had a few fine wrinkles around it before she said seriously, "Trump, I admit that one of the biggest reasons why I've decided to return to Japan was because I wanted to see you again. I was also hoping that we would both be able to rekindle our love for one another." Having said that, Nataria changed the subject as she said, "However, we're no longer 18 or 20-year-old kids anymore. We have to think carefully about everything that we do before we take any actions now. I have no answer to your question of whether I'd be willing to get together with you. When you are truly a single man, then we can both try to get along with one another and get to know each other better before I answer your question solemnly." Trump did not hesitate as he blurted out, I'm willing. I'm more than willing to be with you." Nataria replied seriously, "Trump, I also hope that you'll seriously and solemnly consider your relationship and marriage with Elaine at this time. You should seriously contemplate if there is still any love or affection between both of you. If there is still love between both of you, then I'll definitely wish the best for both of you. However, if there really aren't any more feelings between both of you, then you'll have to make everything clear to her as soon as possible. I understand your character and personality very well. If you aren't persistent, you'll always be suffering because of the same matter." Nataria was already an absolute winner in life. However, the only thing that she had now yet to obtain in her life was her one true love. Therefore, she had always had an obsession for Trump. It is normal for everyone to have an object or person that they are obsessed with in this life. If this object or person that they are obsessed with belongs to them, then they would naturally be very happy in their life. However, if they do not possess this object or person, then they would definitely be filled with regrets in their lifetime. Therefore, when Nataria returned to Japan, she only had one main purpose. It was nothing more than just to regain the unforgettable love and relationship that she had missed out on in her earlier days. Trump hurriedly said, "Nataria, as long as you don't despise me and are willing to be together with me, I'll definitely divorce Elaine." Nataria sighed softly before she said, "It doesn't matter whether you had sex with Elaine intentionally or unintentionally in the past, or whether you've been used by others. In the final analysis, the conclusion is that you've betrayed my trust and our relationship. If you're really willing to make up for it, then of course I would be more than willing to give you a chance to do so." As he recalled the events of that year, Trump suddenly stood up before he hugged Nataria tightly in his arms. As he hugged her tightly, he said, "Nataria, I've been regretting everything that had happened in the past for more than 20 years. I won't live with any regrets again. You have to wait for me this time." Nataria nodded slightly before she whispered softly, "Okay, Trump. I'll wait for you, but you can't be hugging me like this anymore. What we are doing now is wrong." Trump replied stubbornly, "I don't care whether it is right or wrong, but I want to hug you now." Nataria struggled to break free of Trump's grasp. She really enjoyed the feeling of being in his embrace, but she had always been living a decent and upright life and she could not accept the fact that she was acting so indecently with a married man. Therefore, Nataria panicked as she said, "Trump, why don't you let go of me first? We should not be doing this. I still have to cook. Trump replied, I love you and you love me too. Why shouldn't we be doing this? What's so bad about this? After he was done speaking, Trump plucked up the courage to lower his head to try and kiss Nataria. Nataria hurriedly avoided him as she said, Trump, did I say all those words to you for nothing at all?